Hi guys, I am here and we're having trouble meeting up, but I am going to go ahead and start this meeting so that those watching, well, whoever's watching the replay, doesn't have to sit around and wait. So tonight's meeting is on customers, getting customers, um, keeping customers, managing customers. Customers are everything in our business. And no matter how high up on the rank you are, you need to continue to get customers, keep the customers you have, but always continue to grow more customers. Um, so the one thing I wanted to share with you is a exercise that I did in a leadership meeting. And we also did a similar one at the Los Cabos meeting here locally that we had. I wanted to be able to share a little bit of that with you. Let me share my screen to get us thinking about where to find customers. This is a great way, especially when we're thinking about our warm market, which means people that, we know. Warm market means close to us. For the cold market, that means like when we're out and doing events and that kind of thing. So let's talk about our warm market. We've probably touched on this as we've been going along, but I found in my leadership meetings that I really, when I saw and this was explained to me, I really hadn't touched as many people as I thought I would. So I hope this also gives you some aha moments of maybe some new people to be able to talk to. I am going to silence my phone because you all don't want to be hearing it ding and being and all that. So I'm going to turn it down. Okay, promise that is the only interruption I'm going to do. So look at the birthday cake. So we kind of think about it in this way. The top layer are your birthday friends. What we mean by that is close friends and family that if their birthday's coming up, you're going to go to their house, you're going to go out to a restaurant or whatever, and you're going to go celebrate with them because you're close. That's going to be people that you're close to. So you want to think about that layer as your close friends. The middle layer of the birthday cake is people you know, people that are coworkers, members of your church that you don't hang out with other than at church. Just any place like that they're people you know, but they're not close to where you go and do things with them all the time. So like I said, kind of a coworker kind of thing. The bottom layer is the one that really, the middle layer you can probably expand on, but the bottom layer is what really hit me and when I was taking this class is the once in a while friends. The once in a while friends, how many people do you have friended on Facebook? 100, 200, 300? Those are once in a while friends. Those are friends that you touch into their lives for a quick peek through Facebook. You might message every once in a while and say, hey, haven't talked to you in a while. Shoot, some of mine hadn't talked to you since high school. We're now friended on there. We don't talk every day, but we now keep up with each other's lives just a little bit. So that bottom layer of the once in a while friends, especially right now with the holidays going on, you might be catching up with an old friend, meet them at a Christmas party or something like that. That is the time when you're going to see your once in a while friends. And I think that is, for me, was the biggest area of my warm market that I had not thought about. So what I would like you to do is, last week, we talked about goals, and as we do goals in doing our sales, part of that is getting new customers. So I would like for you to go through and really think about it. Just get a piece of paper and a notebook. I will put this up on our team page so that you can keep thinking about it. But just go through and make your sections and think of all the people you can think of in each group. They only ask for 5, but the more people that you can think of, the bigger your, the bigger you're going to get on more customers. I want you to go one further. For those thinking of recruiting, when you make that list, especially that top layer and that middle layer that you know a little better, that bottom layer may have seen somebody on Facebook, things are tough right now. People put it out there, and not everybody does. Some people put it out there, struggling, having a hard time. You see somebody like that, I want you to put a star or a dollar sign next to their name and keep them in mind for possible recruits. Because as you're going through these, that is going to tell you who could use some extra money. Your closer friends better, co-workers that may, you all are making about the same wage. Do they need extra money also? So go through and pick out a few and think about those as recruits. But on this one, we're thinking customers. So definitely go at this at a customer type of way to think about it. What we then do with all of those names, and so you don't have to be overwhelmed, because when I did this, I had a page and a half when I made a list on a notebook, especially when I got into those Facebook friends. So what you want to do, a lot of people talk, and Avon, we do 3x3, 5x5, whatever it is that won't overwhelm you, but push yourself. But you should talk to, you should be talking to 3 people 3 times a week. 5 people 5 times a week. So if you did 5 people 5 times a week, you talk to 5 people a day, 5 times a week. That's 25 people that you've talked to about Avon. That's 25 possible not recruits, but possible customers. Could be recruits in there, but possible customers. So you're talking to them. That could be, now I did confuse this when I first started. That does not always have to be new people. I pushed myself really hard. Now I did talk to, and I pushed myself, I was going for bronze at the time, bronze ambassador. So I did push myself to, on top of my regular talking, I talked to 5 new people every day, or 3 new people 5 times a week. But when you really honestly get in the long scheme of it, you can talk to 5 people 5 times a week. That could be current customers, taking orders, getting to know them, anything to grow your business. As long as you're doing something, you're moving forward. So figure out what is comfortable for you and do the 3x3, 3x5. You could do 3 people 5 times a day or 5 times a week. It's, the math is up to you, how much you can put into your business. But the thought process is to put something into your business. Every time that you're talking to somebody, even if they say no, you're planting seeds. You'll hear us say that a lot, planting seeds. Planting seeds is going to be, just like, the farmer. You plant the seeds, but it sprouts up later and you get the benefits later. It's not always an instant gratification of, yes, I want to buy now, or yes, I want to sign up now. Sometimes they have to hear about it, and it may just not be the right time. Maybe they need a couple of brochures to kind of, yeah, I really do want to kind of try, and I want to buy that. I've really been looking at that. But plant your seeds, talk to people, and definitely start growing your business. I'm putting the glasses on, guys. Make sure I did not miss anything. Another thing is when you're doing the talking, oh my goodness gracious, I thought I turned that off. When you're doing this and talking to people, some of that can be messaging on Facebook, texting, calling, but sometimes it's handing out brochures. So I've been really, I mean, I've heard other people, that will, I've heard Molly Stone Bibb, I've heard all kinds of people. We actually have, I'm not going to call anybody out, but somebody on our team that said they were going to double the amount of books they'd been getting so that it would force them to feel obligated to get those books out so they didn't waste their money. And that's exactly what you want to do. You want to push yourself so that I'm not gonna come home until I've got these last 5 books that I have passed out, because that would be a waste of my money if I let these books just sit here past campaign. So if you're going out and about and you have 5 books in your purse, you're going to make sure that you hand those 5 books, even if you have to make an extra stop at a laundromat, office buildings, go to office buildings. If you have the opportunity, I wish that I had the opportunity to do office buildings. Those seem to me like they would be the best thing ever, to go to an office building, drop off brochures, say, hey, I will be back on Thursday, leave an envelope. If anybody wants to order from me, put your money in your orders in the envelope. I will be back on Thursday, and then I will be returning your orders to you on such a date once you've placed your order. How easy would it be just to walk in with a box of orders in one place and have all those customers? And then they're seeing what the other people are buying. You've heard me talk about office buildings. They see what each other are buying. They get all excited. They want to see. There's no other. I've worked in offices. I've worked in all kinds of offices. There is not a nosier place than an office or a hospital. I haven't worked in a hospital, but I have friends, or a hospital. When you bring in something, if you get roses delivered, if you get something delivered as a gift, you bring in some bags from lunch, you went shopping, there is not a nosier place than an office building, or even a hospital, because they want to know what you got. Well, if you're delivering all this Avon in these awesome bags and these women are excited, it's going to grow excitement further. So keep that in mind, you guys. If you stop by office buildings, get friendly with that receptionist. So you want to get some ideas on how to get customers. Of course, there's events. You can do events, do raffles. You guys have seen me do that. If you want more information on events and raffles, definitely let me know, and I'd be more than happy to help you. Yes, I took notes because I want to make sure that you guys get all this. I haven't had anybody pop on yet, but I hope that everybody gets this on the replay. So I want you to think about this for a second. Is it easier to get a customer or to keep a customer? It is so much easier to keep a customer, because every customer that you keep is one that you do not have to go find. So keeping our customers, story. If you haven't heard this yet, when I very first started Avon, I went to the bank. Just went up to the bank, started, wanted to open my account for my business. And the bank manager was there, and she helped me, and I said, I'm starting to sell Avon. I'd like to open an account. Got to talking. She said, okay, great. I can help you with that. And she says, my Avon representative is, I've switched branches. The Avon representative, it's really inconvenient to get orders from her. She says, are you local? And I said, yes, ma'am, I am. I'm right around the corner. And she says, if you will bring in some brochures, I would love to order from you. And then you can leave them for the girls in the office if you like. And I'm like, oh my gosh, so excited. Brand new to Avon. Had my books in my purse. I'd heard the spill. Always have books on me. Of course, at that point, I did not know to put my books in one of the plastic wrappers, one of the literature bags, so that, because when I went to take the books out, I was so nervous and excited that they spilled all over the floor. It was a mess. But got my first customer. Now I'll tell you, Naomi she's a shopper. She used to sell shoes. She loves shoes. I sell about $200 a time to her, and mostly in shoes. She loves shoes. If she finds ones that she likes, she will buy each color and 2 pairs in each color, because she knows, as a shoe salesman in the past, that she's going to wear them out if they are her favorites. She has fell in love with our ballet shoes. So the slip-on ballet ones, anytime those come out, I let her know. Because, do you know, even as my very first customer, she has now moved jobs, everything, she's no longer where she was, but she is still one of my favorite customers. When it comes to fashion, she has moved into skincare. Lately, she's went to candles. Lord help me, the holiday season, she went to candles, and I'm having a hard time. But I love that she's growing and expanding. Every time I get an order from her, minimum $100, if not $2. Love her to death. Well, what I'm saying is, she's my first customer, and that was over 1.5 years ago. She's still my customer, and she's changed jobs. She's done, she's moved on with her life, but I have had the rapport to keep her as my customer. The relationships, keeping relationships with your customers, that's what's going to keep them. The one thing, I will say is, it's easy to lose a customer if you don't keep the relationship. What are some of the reasons that you've heard when getting a new customer? I know some of you guys have had to hear the reasons. Think about it for a minute. What are the reasons when somebody says, oh my gosh, you're an Avon rep. My Avon rep, blah. The one that gets me the most is my Avon rep died. And I'm like, oh, bless her heart. But they said, oh no, she did it to the end. She loved it. Just called to make my next order, and she'd passed away. Most of the time it's of old age, so I'm thankful for that. But Lord help me, that one always touched my heart. But I will tell you some of the other reasons. Have you heard my Avon rep doesn't do anything for me? She doesn't help me at all. When I have questions, she's just never there. I've heard that. My Avon rep, let's see, what are some of the other reasons I have heard? Oh yeah, they're not convenient for Naomi. So even because they've moved to a different job, their Avon rep, just, you're doing your coworkers. Don't always count on your coworkers being at that job. So If they move to another job, they may still be right around the corner, which I found out that's where Naomi is. She is, I don't know, 15 minutes from my house is where she lives, but she's changed jobs. Had I not kept in touch with her, I would have lost her as a customer. But because I kept in touch with her and formed a relationship with her, even though she has changed jobs, I found out that she's close enough, even with me not driving, that she can now stop by my house and pick up her order. So you have to keep in touch, even with like your coworkers. It's the whole thing of relationships and keeping in touch. So not convenient anymore. Let's see. Never calls. Yeah, I hear that one a lot. She never called me back. I would call, I'd leave a message, tell her I wanted to place an order. Never get a call back. Wonder why that Avon rep isn't doing very well. And then always, my Avon lady quit. A lot of people quit. Sometimes, you guys, you see our team name, Step by Step. It takes time to build your business. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to happen step by step, little bit by little bit. Sometimes you're going to get a big jump. Sometimes it's going to get slow. But the thing is, you have to hang in there. And some reps decide that after a couple of campaigns that it's not for them, and they quit. And then their customers are just left hanging with nobody to take care of them. So if you do find them, because I have had the question brought to me, if you do find somebody that says, my Avon lady never returned my call, she quit, any of these, it's not convenient. They're telling you that the relationship isn't working there. Yes, you are free to take those customers. We are all sisters in this, sisters and brothers. We do not ever take a customer from somebody else that is taking care of their customers. So if you know that one of my very close friends, I said I was going to start selling Avon. I said, are you going to be interested? She says, I've had my Avon rep at work. She's very convenient. I hand her my check while I'm at work. She hands me my product, and it's just convenient for me. I never asked her again. I do leave the door open if they want to sell, themselves, because possibly not everybody wants to be a team leader. So I do leave the door open if they would like to come to me to be on my team, but I don't poach customers from if they have a relationship with an Avon representative already. Absolutely not. But if they give you any signs that they're not getting return phone calls, they're not being taken care of, they're not happy with what they've got, they just quit, all of those you can accept. You can give them a book and take them on as your customer, and then they're yours. And that's the thing that we need to think about, is that when you get a customer, they are yours. You need to keep them. You need to keep them. It doesn't matter if, I'll show you, on mine, you can use a piece of paper, or you can use, oh my gosh, where's everything at? I can't seem to change the screen. Oh, there we go. Okay. It doesn't matter if you use a notebook or, you all know that my hands don't work. So I use a spreadsheet. This is, I hope you can see this when I brought this up. This is the spreadsheet that I use. I keep a section. This is brand new to this year. The one I was using last year isn't quite doing exactly what I wanted, so I've changed it up. But team member and recruits, I put that there because on occasion I have team members that aren't quite ready to start buying books on their own. They only want 5, or they're just not quite, they're just getting started. I'll do that. Or if they're close and they're not working towards President's Club, or they forgot to order books, any of that stuff. These 2 happen to be possible recruits, so I've give them try it packets. I give Larissa 6 books, and she's going to try selling Avon before she actually commits, which is great. My helpers, so as you can see, they get more books because they are taking them to their jobs. They're taking them, Sherry takes them not only to her job, but to her church for me. So depending on how many places or how many people they serve for me, is how many books they get. And then down below, I have my customers. But I have, for campaign 1, I have, I haven't finished it because, oh my gosh, it's been crazy. But I faithfully, as I give them a book, I come on here and I put down that I gave them a book, because it's very important that I know who got the book, who didn't get a book. Not only does it help me know how many to buy, which of course I buy 10 to 20 above that because I want to push myself to give more out, but it tells me who has a book, who hasn't had a book for a while, who needs to follow up. And this is also my follow-up list. When I start doing my orders, I go down this list. This is my customer list. I go down this list and I call or text or message every person on this list, every campaign, to see if they need anything. I take care of my customers. Every one of these customers, if they've placed an order, they received a new book in there. Some of these customers I know will only place an order every other time. I will put a book ahead in their order, just on the off chance that they don't place an order this time, they have the next book already, because I can't deliver. That's something that I do. But those of you that deliver, by all means, if you want to deliver each time, that's just building rapport. But everybody has to run their business the way that they run it. So I do it on here, but you could do this in a notebook just as easy as I type it out. Get your list. I'm going to also do, if I give them samples, so I know what samples to follow up with them on. But keep some kind of list going, and make sure that every customer gets brochures every time, and that you're getting more brochures than you need, so that you're pushing yourself to grow your business, if that is your goal. If you're just doing this for your discount, don't worry about all this. But if you're wanting to grow, this is what you need to do. You need to make sure they have brochures. You need to follow up every campaign with them. That's how I'm getting my orders. That's how I'm growing. The list goes on and on. This is just a screenshot. But that's what I do. And I do follow up with every one of these people. So follow up. That is definitely what I want to do. So for samples, books, make sure. Yep. So, okay. So we've got that. So now I want to touch on, so we're getting customers. We're tracking our customers. Now I want to go into how to go into your Avon.com, and where is that screen? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, that screen here is here. So we're in your Avon. So what you want to do is you're entering orders. I don't think I have anything in my cart to show you right now, but I do want to show you in your web office. what some of the things are that you can do in case you have not. Oh gosh, it's gonna make me sign in. Okay. On your, you have a customer management. If you enter your orders on within your Avon.com, you are able to do so much with what they have given you in here. One of them is your customer history. Customer history, you're able to just see basically a long list of what everybody's bought. But what you can do is you can type in somebody's name and you can see, let's see, oh, we'll look at Diane. Okay, she won't mind. She probably won't even know. So you type in their name and then you hit go. What that's going to do is that's going to tell me what Diane has bought from me in the last 9 campaigns. You can do the drop down menu. You can go 18, you can go 27, but it will tell you what they've bought from you. So, okay, the last 18. Okay, she's not one of my big buyers. She loves Mark, but she's not one of my big buyers. But let's say, okay, here is my favorite. Let's look at Dolores, because Dolores is a lady, an older lady. She's about 80. At Sherry's church, and we took quite some time with some bullets, lipstick bullets, to find the color that she used to use all the time. And so we took some time to find the lipstick because it was a challenge, and but we found it. So now when Sherry calls me, she says, she called me that first time, she didn't know if I could do it. She said, Dolores needs her lipstick. She says she can't find her tube. We don't know which one it was that she got. Do you know which lipstick she finally picked? And I said, absolutely, I got her. I've got her lipstick. So I went back, I looked up Dolores, and she had picked out the peach petunia. So now every time Dolores needs her lipstick, I know exactly which one she needs. My other customers, Carol, she orders faithfully. She orders her foundation, her blush. All she has to say is, Margie, I need foundation, I need blush. I don't have to have the number. I know what she orders because I can go in here and look her up and say, okay, Carol, and she needs, Carol needs her, so Carol needs her foundation. It's the honey beige. She needs her blush, and she needs her lipstick. I know, because that's what she orders every time for her lipstick and her foundation. I don't have to ask her. That's good customer service. That is why my customers come back to me, because I'm like, I got you. You need foundation? I don't need any more information. I got you. But I was talking to Rhonda, and it works just the same, and I had never thought about this. But Rhonda has been showing us to work our brochures, which is one of my goals for this coming year. Work our brochures, go through, look at those wow products that are on sale. What is on sale? So we go in here and we say, okay, let's say Wild Country is on sale. So actually we're going to go ahead and we're going to get rid of Carol. I love you, Carol, but we're going to get rid of you. We're going to go over here and search by product. Wild Country is on sale in this catalog, and we need to know so that we can tell our customers. I can't remember all of them that use that one, but we're going to go and we're going to see who orders Wild Country. Well, I can see that Linda does. I order it for my son. Carol ordered it. Kenneth orders it. Melinda orders it. So now I know all my customers that I need to contact and let them know that that's a WOW product. It's on sale. Do you need any of the deodorant, shower gel, or cologne aftershave? Because it's on sale and I can do that for you. Customer service, guys. We can take care of our customers, and that's why they're not going to leave us. That's what they're looking for, is we're their personal shoppers. And I am so glad that Rhonda showed me and reminded me of this, because I knew I could do it, but I am going to get better at working my books. And, it might be something that you guys get better at too. So let me make sure that I've covered everything. Yeah, the books are more than just the specials that are on the cover. We need to start looking through them. I get on autopilot, and I was doing really good. I was doing exactly as Rhonda had done. It was working great to up my orders. That's where, if you want your orders to be more, instead of more customers, you're getting higher sales. That's how you're going to get higher sales. You're going to know your brochure. You're going to let your customers know, I've got a great price on this. Do you need to stock up on your shower gel? Do you need some more cologne? Whatever it is that's on sale, that's how you're going to do it. Fashion, my fashion customers. As you saw, I have, oh gosh, I'm going to throw names around now. Deb, she is my mark, and she loves the Avon fashion. She has yet to buy anything but fashion from me. But we all know that fashion is in the brochures for 3 campaigns. It's more like a boutique. So I make sure that my customers know that especially her, my customers know that the new line is starting. That way they know that if they want it, they better get on it, because she has, even though she's my fashion one, sometimes she'll think about, oh, she's thinking about that jacket. She's thinking about it. And then it's got to the end, and this last time she didn't get the red peacoat because we were sold out with Christmas. It killed me to lose that $80 sale, but she had just waited too long. Now she is through a helper, so I don't have as much control over, reminding her. That sometimes when you use helpers, you don't have direct contact with those customers because they are going through that helper. Guess I really should probably push for phone numbers, but sometimes it gets to be tricky. Yeah, make sure they know when the new fashion has started, and that, remember, it's temporary. It's 3 campaigns for a fashion line. So with all of these tips, I hope that you guys can work on getting some new customers, work on keeping your customers, because when they're happy, that's when, that's when they're going to stay with you. That's when you are, when you're going to, I was going to stop the share, but I guess can't figure out how to do that. So we're just going to go back home. So yeah, if you can use within, I know over the holidays, I used my e-store. The minute something came in, I was using my e-store to grab orders up. Most confusing thing was to handwrite receipts, and now I won't have that customer history to be able to use on what they ordered over the holidays, because for all of it, because I was snatching up, I was using my e-store and I was using my home store or my backline store. So Hope that helps you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. I will post the birthday cake up with the replay of this. I'm really hoping that at some point I can get you guys on. It's the best thing to be able to bounce ideas off of each other instead of it just being the Margie show. But if you guys are getting something from this, then I will continue to do it. I'm doing this. Like I said, I'm committed. I know the next, oh my gosh, the next 2 Mondays are Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. I'm not sure. Probably will not do next Monday. You guys are going to have to forgive me. I'm not going to do Christmas Eve. I may pop on a little bit. We'll see how it goes. May pop on New Year's Eve. We really don't do a whole lot here for New Year's Eve. So if I have a topic come up, I may go ahead and record one, and you guys can watch it when you're ready. But I don't want to miss too many opportunities to get you guys up and going for the new year. I'm so excited that it's going to be a great year. So continue watching me. Continue watching what Rhonda does in Team SOAR. We're going to be doing different things. And between the two of us, you should have the best of both worlds. Keep learning, and I will talk to you guys later. So with that, oh, and there, I am going to get this down to a science. With that, I'm going to go ahead and close out the video and work on your list, guys. And let's see how we do. Bye.